What could possibly follow the blood-soaked finale of Squid Game Season 3? A wedding. Apparently, and not just any wedding. Jung Jae has officially announced his marriage, sending fans into a frenzy. But who is the mysterious bride capturing the heart of the global superstar? Join red carpet revealed as we dive into the unexpected, the emotional, and the glamorous truth, starting now. What happens when the game ends? That was the question on everyone's mind as the final episode of Squid Game Season 3 streamed to global audiences. But no one expected this answer. Jung Jae, the face of Netflix's global sensation, is getting married. After nearly a decade of silence about his personal life, the actor stunned fans and media alike with a surprise announcement. He will tie the knot with longtime partner Lim Se-ryung, a name once whispered in industry circles, now shouted from red carpets and headlines. The news broke just hours after the gripping finale aired. In a sleek, understated press release from his management agency, Artist Company, the statement read, after the conclusion of filming for Squid Game Season 3, Mr. Jung Jae and Miss Lim Se-ryung have decided to begin a new chapter of life together. We ask for your warm blessings. The world, still reeling from the blood-soaked conclusion of the dystopian death game, was blindsided by the calm intimacy of this real-life revelation. A love hidden in plain sight. Jung Jae and Lim Se-ryung have been romantically linked since 2015, but neither party has ever officially confirmed plans for marriage, until now. Lim, the elegant and reserved heiress to the group empire, has often remained in the background of Korea's elite social sphere. But behind the scenes, she was a constant in Lee's life. A quiet presence at private film screenings. A glimpsed at exclusive galas, a partner through the shifting tides of fame. They were always together at heart, even when the cameras weren't watching, shared a close friend of the couple, speaking anonymously. This announcement isn't just about a wedding, it's about a commitment they've nurtured privately for years. Their relationship, spanning over a decade, has weathered the scrutiny of public life, career pressures, and personal loss. Speaks volumes that in an age of curated social media and sensational headlines, Lee and Lim managed to preserve something sacred. Timing is everything. Why now? Why after Squid Game Season 3? According to sources close to the actor, the timing was deliberate. This show changed Jung Jae's life, said a Netflix executive who worked closely with the Korean team. From Cannes to Hollywood to Emmy stages, he's been on a global tour de force. But after the emotional arc of Season 3, felt it was time to close one story and begin another. Season 3, positioned as the final installment of the Squid Game saga, saw the character Jung Jae, played by Lee, reach the breaking point in his journey. The themes of grief, redemption, sacrifice pushed the character, and actor, to emotional extremes. Filming Season 3 was brutal. Admitted in an exclusive interview. I was carrying Jae-hun's pain, his vengeance, his loneliness. But I was also thinking about hope, about life after the game, and that's when I knew I wanted to build that life with Se-ryung. From power couple to married icons, Lee is a cinematic icon. Lim Se-ryung is no less powerful in her domain. As vice chairwoman of the group, she commands respect in business circles and has been praised for her philanthropic efforts in food sustainability and children's welfare. Their union brings together two titans of Korean society, but it isn't a merger of brands. It's the meeting of souls. Friends describe them as intellectually in sync, with shared values in privacy, loyalty, and service. In a world of scandal-driven headlines, the announcement of their marriage feels like a soft rebellion, a reminder that real love can thrive beyond the limelight. Together, they've inspired not just admiration but aspiration, for fans worldwide. Story of Lee and Lim is a rare example of two powerhouses, who found balance in love without compromising individuality. They've proven that fame and fortune need not overwhelm the simple, enduring act of choosing each other every day. As their love story moves from whispers to headlines, it symbolizes a mature, grounded form of romance. One not built on spectacle, but on substance. It's the kind of partnership that makes even the most cynical believe again. Keeping love private in a public world. One of the most impressive feats Lee and Lim accomplished was keeping their love story intact despite intense public attention. While paparazzi photos occasionally caught them at art shows or Michelin-starred restaurants, The couple never used their relationship for publicity. There were no tabloid scandals, no cryptic Instagram posts, no vague interview hints. Just quiet, consistent partnership. Theirs is a relationship of depth, not display. Commented cultural critic Jung Jae. It's actually refreshing. Weren't hiding. They just didn't feel the need to prove anything. Insiders note that their decision to finally wed coincides with a shift in both of their lives, with Lim preparing to step into a larger international role at SN, and Lee transitioning from actor to producer, with several Hollywood collaborations in the works. It seemed only natural to anchor their personal lives with the same stability they've given their careers. The wedding, what we know so far, though details remain scarce. The wedding is rumored to take place in late fall, in a private ceremony with family and close friends. Reports suggest the venue nestled in the hills of Jeju Island, serene, exclusive, and surrounded by nature. Guests will include a mix of film industry elites, business moguls, and longtime confidants. Netflix representatives are expected to attend, as are cast members of Squid Game, whom Lee has described as extended family. There will be no televised broadcast. Extravagant press conference. Just a quiet celebration of love earned through time. Fan reactions and cultural impact. The internet exploded with the news. Within minutes of the announcement, #Lee Jung Jae wedding was trending worldwide. It's flooded social media with congratulations, memes, and emotional tributes. I watched Squid Game for the drama, but I'm staying for the fairy tale ending, tweeted one fan. Others praised the couple for their grace and authenticity in an age of oversharing. Korean media analysts noted that this marriage marks a cultural milestone. It's rare for a top-tier actor to announce marriage at the peak of his fame, especially with someone outside the entertainment industry, said TV journalist Seo Minutes Young. Lee Jung Jae is rewriting the script on what modern Korean stardom looks like. Even beyond Korea, international publications have covered the news, praising the elegance and discretion of the announcement. European outlets lauded the union as a class act romance, while American entertainment magazines dubbed them Asia's ultimate power couple. What's next for the couple? Lee has hinted at a brief hiatus from acting, choosing instead to focus on producing and mentoring young filmmakers. Lim, meanwhile, will continue her leadership at SN while expanding her charitable initiatives. The couple is also expected to co-found a cultural foundation aimed at supporting underprivileged youth through film education and sustainable food programs, combining their respective passions into a shared mission. Beyond philanthropy and production, there's speculation of a new joint venture, a boutique studio merging entertainment, culture, and social impact. While details are under wraps, close friends say the vision reflects their values: purposeful, elegant, and people first. Final episode of a saga, the first chapter of a life. In many ways, the ending of Squid Game and the announcement of Lee Jung Jae's marriage feel poetically intertwined. One story ends, and another begins, quieter, but just as powerful. As the world says goodbye to Jung Jae, it welcomes a new chapter for the man who brought him to life. And as the curtain falls on Korea's most twisted game, a softer, truer story takes center stage. It began as fiction now flows into real life, a tale of love, survival, and the courage to start anew. Lee Jung Jae and Lim Se-ryung, the greatest game was never on screen. It was the quiet, steady journey toward each other. Congratulations, Lee Jung Jae and Lim Se-ryung. May your next season be filled with love, peace, and everything beyond the